Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are here to budget for the fourth paycheck or the fourth week of March. In front of me I have my Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner. This is the 8.5 by 11 version of the planner. So let's go ahead and open everything up and we'll flip over to the notes pages where I like to do our weekly budgets. And if you guys are interested to see sort of how we form these paycheck budgets, check out my video that I did. It's the how we use EVERYDOLLAR video. We use the EVERYDOLLAR app to kind of plan out every single one of our paychecks. And we literally have every paycheck pretty much planned out for the rest of the year. Obviously things change and everything like that, but it helps us like double check our math and all sorts of stuff. So, and it helps us set goals too, to figure out like, okay, when should we, you know, be able to pay off this debt based on, you know, different things coming up. So, and let's see, I'm going to be using Sara Marie stickers, and I'm kind of bummed. I cannot find, I just ordered more thin washi from Sara and I have no idea where it is. I have no clue. I have a feeling that my 4-year-old might have taken it and brought it somewhere. So I don't know what I'll do for the fifth paycheck, but that is okay. We will figure it out. So I'm just going to put down some thin washi. And I think for next month in April, I'm going to move the debt tracker somewhere else just to give myself more space for these weekly budgets. And let me actually zoom you guys in too. Okay. I know I've gotten some comments that my handwriting is small, and I like try to stay aware of all of that, and yeah, but you know, people write the way they write, so it's kind of hard for me to adjust. So okay, and then we're doing paycheck 4. I do have Sara's Etsy shop linked down below if you're interested in picking up any of these stickers for yourself. I have been loving them. That is a little bit crooked. Just move that up a smidgen. Okay. All right, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna create like a little table. So let's see here. Let me get my ruler. All right, so we are going to list out, oh, it's like a little puckered up. Oh, okay. So we're gonna list out all of our expenses first. As far as our expenses are concerned for this paycheck, we are going to be paying life insurance with Banner. We'll pay our cell phone bill with T-Mobile. We have our electricity bill coming up with APS. We have Hulu Live. And then we're gonna take our car in for an oil change. This is something that kind of came up unexpectedly. We thought it would be next month, but it's definitely needing an oil change this month. So we are switching some things around, which I'll talk more about. The Tone It Up, I was gonna do the annual subscription. I decided to do the monthly just to start out with, just to make sure I'm using it before I commit to a full year. And then we have Maddie's preschool registration. We signed her up for preschool. She starts in, well, pre-K. She starts in August. So we had to put down kind of like a deposit to hold her spot. And then we have our debt snowball. And then I'll leave a line item for anything unbudgeted that comes up, and our total. We don't have a ton going to debt this paycheck, unfortunately, but that's okay. We had to kind of make up for our week last week, because last week we had some unbudgeted items. We had gone over in some categories that we put on debit, so we took a portion of this paycheck to kind of add our buffer back into our checking account, if that makes sense. So we'll do our little check mark to mark off that things have been paid. We'll put our due dates. And then we've got our budgeted amount. Our actual amount. And our over and under column. So that's everything I like to include in the table. And then we'll just go ahead and underline all this. So the things that are changing this month, I kind of keep track of our miscellaneous expenses on the monthly view right in this column here. And the AC maintenance is going to be double what we initially thought, and they can't come till April 22nd. So we're getting our oil change for our Dodge Journey this month. So this is kind of just, the AC maintenance is kind of getting just moved to April, and then we're putting the Dodge Journey here for the oil change. So that's pretty much what's, you know, changing. April is going to be a kind of expensive month. We've got Easter, we have some birthdays, we have that AC maintenance is going to be like $195, but we're doing it because we haven't gotten maintenance on like any sort of check on our AC unit. We live in Arizona and summer's right around the corner, so we definitely want to get that checked out. And then my husband needs new shoes, and he is on his feet all day long, so we need to make sure we get him a good quality pair of shoes for work. I am going to need some clothing items, and then my daughter is going to need some like sandals for summer. So we have a lot of like miscellaneous expenses coming up in April, but you guys will see how that all shakes out for our April budget video. Okay, so let's see, due dates. Banner's going to be due on the 23rd, T-Mobile's the 25th, APS is the 25th, Hulu Live is the 26th, and then the oil change is on Thursday next week, which I think is the 28th. Tone It Up came out today. Registration came out today, and then our snowball payment was made yesterday. I'm actually filming this Sunday morning. So let's go ahead and actually check off what has already come out. There we go. Okay. So I'm hoping that the oil change, they don't find anything more. I feel like every time we bring in our car, they find something, but hopefully that won't be the case. So as far as our budgeted amounts are concerned, for Banner Life, it's $22.22. T-Mobile is $120.17. APS is $174.52. Hulu Live is $47.82. That will be going up because we're going to add HBO Now as like an add-on once Game of Thrones starts. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, let me know. We are like dying for this season to start. I think we're going to start rewatching last season before the new season starts. So I think we're going to add HBO Now to Hulu pretty soon. That's pretty much what we do. Like for Game of Thrones, we just add HBO Now to Hulu, and then we just take it off once the season ends. So that'll be going up probably next month. And then our oil change, we're guesstimating is going to be $100, but again, hopefully they don't find anything else. I guess we'll see. Tone It Up was $14.13 for the month. And then if you do the annual, it's like 83 something, which is like half of this amount annually. So if I end up using it consistently this month, I will get the annual subscription next month, but we'll see. And then we had to put a $100 deposit down to register Maddie for pre-K. And then our snowball payment, I mean, every little bit helps, was $58.49. Not very much, but that's okay. And then we don't budget for unbudgeted. And so our total for this week will be $637.35. So that is pretty much what the fourth week of March is going to look like for us. A couple things are going on right now. Let me zoom you guys back out a little bit. Okay. So there are a couple things going on right now. We are completely out of cash for groceries. We're trying to, you know, spend as little as possible, but we still have to go, like I'm going to go today and get some fruit, some bananas, my husband's out of coffee creamer, like things that we genuinely need. We're going to go pick up. We're already over our grocery budget by $8.37. So we're going to try to like keep it super minimal, use up everything we have in, you know, our pantry and our fridge. Household, you guys will see we had to replace something that was broken. So we're definitely over in household. Family fun, I know we're over. I talked about this in my check-in video from yesterday. So what we do when we're kind of in this position where we're out of cash and everything is we do use our debit card, but we are we try to just not go to the stores. We try to just stay away from the stores and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of how we're doing it. I could take out cash for the remainder of the month, but sometimes, and this is weird, sometimes if I have the cash on me, it kind of does the opposite effect. Like Dave Ramsey says that it's more painful to spend cash. But if I have cash on me, it's almost like I feel like, oh, I have it, so I can spend it, you know? So I don't really want to take out cash. Whereas like I check our bank account like every single day. And if I see the balance going down, it makes me a bit anxious and a bit nervous to make sure that we have like enough in our checking account. So it's kind of interesting. It's made me like rethink the cash thing a little bit. There's some categories I definitely like using cash for. There are some that maybe it's not as necessary, like groceries and household items. I think for like eating out, because we tend to go over that. But I mean, here we are, we're in the same position. This is why, you guys, budgeting is ever evolving because you change as a person too. Your spending habits and things like that change and adjust. So we've been putting family fun things on debit too for the same reason. Like if I take out the cash, then I'm like, oh, I have this, so I can spend it. So let me know what you guys think about that. I'm very curious to know because I'm part of the Dave Ramsey group on Facebook, and someone just posted about this. They were like, you know, for me, cash does the opposite. Like if I have it, I feel like, oh, it's just free money. I can just spend it. And, you know, people pay closer attention to their debit cards. I know Jordan Page from Fun, Cheaper, Free, she preaches cash, like if you have spending issues, but she's a huge advocate of electronic like transactions because they're easier to track, which is true. Like if I use cash for a transaction and I don't get a receipt for some reason, or I lose the receipt, I have no idea what I spent. And I've had that happen to me before. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are on all of that. Yeah. Anyways, so that is pretty much it for this video, you guys. The rest of the month is going to be interesting. We've got this upcoming week to get through, and then we also have, let's see, we've got this. Oh, and I know that I forgot this unbudgeted item too last week when I was doing my, or yesterday when I was doing my check-in, so I need to make sure I get that this week. Side note, don't let me forget that. So we've got this week to get through. This is the 4th week, and then we've got the 29th through the 4th of April to get through, and we're already over budget with our grocery and everything. We are just going to not go out to eat, not do anything for family fun. I'm very big on that. As you can see, and you guys will see this in the check-in video too, like, and I mentioned this in the check-in video yesterday, like we knew we were going to spend some money because we went to the movies last night. So that was kind of like our last hoorah. And then we need to really like hone it in and be good the rest of the month. So anyways, that was a lot of rambling and random side notes. But if you guys have any questions, comments at all, leave those down below for me. I will respond as quickly as I can. And if you're interested in picking up anything you see here today, any stickers from Sarah Marie's shop, Erin Condren products, Planner Kate products, I have links to everything, as well as like coupon codes and discounts and things like that in the description box down below, so check that out. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button so you catch all of my future videos. I do post every day, Monday through Saturday at noon Arizona time. And I will chat with y'all later. Bye guys.